Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. It's the home opener of this new season between the Texas Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Here's Rougned Odor now. He'll get us started in this.
Texas, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Souza has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now batting, Carlos Gomez, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Souza is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit. A two-out hit will bring Adrian Beltre to the plate now. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third. Striding in, Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off.
For the Rays, second baseman, Matt Duffy.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And Harold, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Evan Longoria comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Fielded by Odor. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting third.
Settling in now, Jose Abreu. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Favorable call in there for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gomez giving chase, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. So coming to the plate, Joey Gallo. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. And Harold, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number 2. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson going back. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Here's the first baseman, James Loney. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos. First chance for him in this one, as he's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gomez going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Standing in, Ricky Weeks, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Ready with the 1-0. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. No one out with a runner at second. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
A little bouncer. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So digging in now, Corey Dickerson. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat. And they start him out away with a called strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And another foul ball. A man at third with one away. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here comes the payoff pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. In comes Mazzara, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece. Striding into the box, Steven Souza. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Squeezing it is Odor, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Tim Beckham.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And now Beckham swings and lets a high fly ball with good carry on it out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Toby
A
Resmuth.
swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Baseman, Matt Duffy.
Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to return. Here's Elvis Andrus now, and he'll start out there
Hitting out
half
for
of the
the
third, top of the order to follow.
Elvis Andrus.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rougned Odor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to the right, taken in by Abreu. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Carlos Gomez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Gomez.
And a ball 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And Gomez will reach. It's a base hit. And the 2-out hit will bring Nomar Mazara to the plate. Digging in to try it again. Nomar Mazara, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Stepping in, Evan Longoria. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Third baseman.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Longoria.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's Beltre. He's got it. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 79.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down. Striding in once again, Ricky Weeks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
That is too good a pitch to make right there with 2 strikes. But he fouled it off. Now you got to stay aggressive and go get him again.
And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up at 100 miles an hour. They just have to be ready to swing.
What do you got?
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Souza is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Corey Dickerson looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Corey Dickerson.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Ready for another chance. Steven Souza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Steven Souza.
And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one.
Well, he's throwing poorly in this game. One of the reasons why is the first pitch strike. He's less than 60% to hitters throwing a strike on first pitch in this game. You just can't survive that way.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim Beckham. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kobe Rasmus. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
And an off-speed pitch swung out. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Right fielder.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And now a pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. Duffy on the grass, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. In now, James Loney. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
James Loney.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one. 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that misses ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close, and now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Matt Duffy. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Duffy.
And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Lays off 1-0. Longoria waiting on the 1-0. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. The 2-1 home to Longoria. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out. Hit in the air out to right. On the move is Chu. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third. Ready once again, Wilson Ramos. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. On the ground up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play. Here's Rougned Odor now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson going back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Center fielder number 14.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Carlos Gomez is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Got him to go down swinging there. Carlos Gomez goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Nomar Mazara is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready for another chance. Adrian Beltre. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And he lays off there 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Coming in is Rasmus. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. The relay throw, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Ready once again, Joey Gallo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Had the green light, 3-1. In tight, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
First pitch on its way. Jonathan Lucroy stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Pitch popped up. Duffy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Ricky Weeks. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Weeks.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Therefore, it is Loney, and there's your first out. Digging in and looking for more, Corey
number
Dickerson.
10,
2 base hits,
Corey
both singles to this point. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
Well, he is working fast, and he wants that quick inning, just throwing a lot of strikes. Right now, 0-1. Again, I think he comes right after him and makes him swing the bat.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now
Ready
batting,
for another shot now.
center fielder,
Steven Souza.
Steven
He's 0 for 2
Souza.
thus far in this one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Grounded to third. Throw on to Loney will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Shin-Soo Choo.
Leading off for the
He'll be
Rangers.
tasked with starting
Right fielder,
things as we begin the seventh.
Shin-Soo Choo.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Right side and right into the shift. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And there's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. In there, a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Digging in once again, Elvis Andrus. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Duffy takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Striding in once again, Rougned Odor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping up now. Tim Beckham.
The shortstop, Tim Beckham.
Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Andrus has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
So
Right
stepping
fielder,
in, Colby Rasmus.
Rasmus.
Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. This is pulled into right. Chu is there, 2 down. Striding in,
The batter,
Matt
number
Duffy.
5,
He singled his
second
last
baseman,
time up.
Matt Duffy.
And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Lazaro looks up. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Left side. Throw on to Loney is in time for the 3rd out. Digging in now, Carlos Gomez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Carlos Gomez.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now a swing and a fly ball. Rasmus on the run, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
He'll try again, 1-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Duffy is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
3-0 now. Due to follow here is Adrian Beltre. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Denny Farquhar. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Line drive to center field, and Beltre's got himself a base hit. Digging in, Joey Gallo, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Here's a ball hit high down the right field line. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. No hits in 3 tries so far.
Jonathan Lucroy.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Rasmus. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The right fielder, number 7.
Coming to the plate. Now, Shin-Soo Choo.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter, now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and striding in is the first baseman, James Loney. Mike Napler. Will come on to pinch hit here in a big. Alex Coleman. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rasmus is going to have room out there as he. Digging in, Wilson Ramos. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Catcher Wilson Ramos.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
The batter, number 8.
Striding into the box, Ricky Weeks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Now here's the pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard liner to center field. Gomez is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 10.
Stepping up to the plate, Corey Dickerson is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll start things out against Alex Colomé. He'll try to close the door in this one. Jurickson Profar is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Here's Rougned Odor now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Rougned Odor goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Carlos Gomez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Rangers,
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's the home opener. It's Rangers baseball. Next, Brad Miller is at the plate as he watches ball one. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brad Miller becomes the first out of the inning. And this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2. So coming to the plate, Corey Dickerson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
Nope.
That misses 1-2.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
The 1-2 pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Just underway in Arlington. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Oh, I got to give advantage to hitter in this AB. Man, he's seen a lot of pitches.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And here's Rougned Odor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers, second baseman.
On the ground up the middle. Gloved by Miller. No problem here. One away. Here's Carlos Gomez. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Fly ball out toward left center field. Smith's on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara. First chance for him at the plate as he comes into this one right at the 300 mark for the year. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. And he hung a curveball that time, and it stayed up around the letters. Ball two. And Harold, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Adrian Beltre is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that doesn't even float.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Morrison has room in foul territory. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
This is turning into quite an at-bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Gomez is on his way home. And to score, the runner from second, Mazara, rounds third and is digging for the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. At the plate, Joey Gallo. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first, 2 gone. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Dickerson's there, and that retires the side. Now batting, Jose Abreu. The average for him entering play here is in the high 360s, so he's one to avoid as a pitcher if at all possible. The 1-0 delivery. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
I like that pitch right there. You know he's keyholing your 2-0, and you put one right on the corner. He's not going to swing at it, and now all of a sudden you're back in the count again.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Full count. Here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another full count pitch home. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Oh, he got a 2-strike breaking ball up in the zone. He fouled it off. I don't know. Maybe that was a ball he could have handled a little bit better.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And Odor will tuck this one in, and that ends the inning. In now, Shin-Soo Choo. He's currently hitting just under .310 on the season. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first is Choo on his way to second now. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double. Here's the first baseman, James Loney, coming into this one. He's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. And that misses inside 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Dickerson's there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding in once again, Rougned Odor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's safe. Man at second here with 2 away. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Settling in now, Logan Morrison. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a high pop-up to the left side. Calling for it. Beltre, one away. Digging in, Matt Duffy. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2. Striding into the box, Malik Smith. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. Now that's popped up. Andrews is there for it, and the inning is over. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Hard hit ball to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So the base is empty here with one away, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. Longoria's got it, and he is out on the tag. Ready for another chance, Joey Gallo. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Joey Gallo.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Digging in to try it again, Brad Miller. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count of the Rays' second baseman at 2-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Number 3, Evan Longoria.
Evan Longoria will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Ripped down the line. And the Rays are in the hit column. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Fielder number 10.
Stepping in, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it. In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Andrus back to Loney, but they can't quite get him as it'll go as a fielder's choice. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Abreu comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Catcher, Jonathan
Grounded to short. Duffy fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So 1 away now. That'll bring in Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo.
This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Here's the first baseman, James Loney. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
James Loney.
Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. The 0-1 takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. He's got it. The tag, and he is out. Into the box now, Elvis Andrus. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And they start him out away with a called strike. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. He's got to hurry, and he'll tag the runner coming by. At least make him throw it. Digging in for his second at-bat, Colby Rasmus. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Chu has a read on it. 1 out. So striding in, Wilson Ramos comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
First baseman number 7, Logan
Morrison is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Shoots this one over to first. Loney's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Here's Rougned Odor now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
For the Rangers, second baseman.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. To first. And he is out on the tag. Here's Carlos Gomez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Here's the 1-0. That misses. 2-0. Well, for Gomez, his first stolen base on the year. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he'll cruise into the bag. It's second with a 1.
Number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Adrian Beltre is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Rasmus has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Joey Gallo now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Smith is going to have room out there as he puts. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he got him. Malik Smith the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Malik Smith.
Out of play off to the right. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Here's a high pop-up. Calling for it. Andrews. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in once again, Brad Miller. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Lucroy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Hit in the air to straightaway center. On the run is Smith. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
All right, fielder number 17.
Digging in and looking for more, Shin-Soo Choo. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Hit well towards the hole. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready once again, James Loney. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
James Loney.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware. Hey, that's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally, they'll go back outside.
Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead. Digging in to try it again. Rougned Odor. Blake Snell. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
0-2, here it is. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now batting.
First delivery to him on the way. Carlos Gomez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. Ready for another shot now. Nomar Mazara. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Third baseman number 3.
Now a swing and a fly ball.
Evan Longoria.
But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Good curveball. Strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Number 10.
Now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Jose Abreu.
Ready for another chance? Jose Abreu. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Throw on Deloney is in time for the third out.
It's time.
So digging in now, Adrian Beltre. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Third baseman.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here. Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly he's sitting fastball, ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now
at the plate, Joey Gallo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. The relay. Coming to the plate now. Jonathan Lucroy.
Jonathan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Morrison in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. A 1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 2-2, here it is. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's got to hurt. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch. And guys don't take kindly to that.
Now batting.
Mike Napoli will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Jumbo Diaz. And action now. In the Tampa Bay pit. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it.
Start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach. I like the pitch right there, Matt. Bases loaded. You got to look for that strikeout right there. That's a nasty pitch for the hitter to lay off of. I'd come back with it again.
Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. Alan Rasmus has stepping in, Colby Rasmus. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
For Tampa Bay.
Striding in once again, Logan Morrison. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes another 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that is off the wall in right field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Digging in now, Matt
5.
Duffy. He's 0-for-2 thus far in this one.
Duffy.
A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Elvis Andrus. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Just got a piece up the line. Tough play for Longoria. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out. Here's Rougned Odor now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He's clearly looking on the outside half right there. The check swing means he recognized that ball pretty good.
3-0 now. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Smith in pursuit, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Gomez. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's after it. He gets to it, and he botched it. The throw into second, and now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit to first. Morrison's there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Into the box now, Malik Smith. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Jake Diekman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Steven Souza. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, this at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Ricky Weeks come on to pinch.
Been hitting for Tampa Bay, number 8, Ricky Weeks.
Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. A runner at second. Nobody out. Runner goes for third. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1-2, here it comes. hit on the ground out for short. And that's through, a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. Settling in now, Evan Longoria. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Nate Jones takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it to the dirt and turn one over for you.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Evan Longoria becomes the first out of the inning. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Shin-Soo Choo there to play it, and that's out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Striding into the box, Jose Abreu. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Gomez is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.